So we're gonna start actually today in, I'm gonna start in child's pose, but I want you to make your child's pose more comfortable. So if you have a bolster, if you have blankets that you can put in front of you, just so that when you come forward, there's a sense of like arriving and landing and being supported. That would be super nice. And then we want to take a few minutes here just to let ourselves really arrive, let the front body feel that sense of landing, settling. We want to give a little time to let the hips have a sense of, okay, now it's okay to let go. And want to let the shoulders too know that, oh, okay, now it's okay to relax. So all of that, just taking your time to set yourself up for really just coming and arriving onto the yoga mat and onto the supports that you have chosen. Nice. So give it a little time. Okay, so today we're going to allow ourselves to just be here. And I know that being here nowadays means that there are all these other layers of experience that's happening at the same time. It's not as simple as, just work or anything else. So allowing yourself to know that there are all of these layers. We have our lives, we have the people that we live with, we have the many multiple layers of what's happening in the world right now, and we have our responses to those. So just take a breath in. Let yourself know that it's okay. You don't have to figure everything out right now. And then as you exhale, just simply allow yourself to breathe. And as you simply allow yourself to be in each breath, to simply breathe in and out of the body, know that being able to arrive into your breath, know that being able to let your breath hold you, it's a key to allowing some of those layers that we have been trying to categorize and strategize and efforting a lot to resolve. Some of those things, actually, it resolves through just us letting ourselves rest into a container, the container of your breath. Hi, Mikkel. So we're just starting in child's pose with our bodies supported, maybe by pillows or a blanket roll, and just giving ourselves time to let the shoulders relax and let the hips relax and let the belly kind of relax into the bolster. And take your time. We'll breathe here for one more minute, just really allowing ourselves that luxury of knowing that our bodies have the ability to understand in ways that the mind doesn't understand. So our bodies have the ability to be much more vast, much more able to hold all of it that is present. And also, our bodies have the wisdom, the capacity to know that some of the things that we kind of effort against, some of the things that we struggle with, they are temporary. So allowing ourselves over the rest of this minute to really just know that right now, all you have to do is to be here one breath at a time. And to allow yourself to trust that the body knows how to return to equilibrium. So a lot of that efforting, a lot of that bracing that we do against circumstances, when the body is not in such an escalated place, when the nervous system is not continually trying to effort, change can happen from a deeper place, somewhere more natural. So we'll be here for about another half a minute, just one breath at a time. Allow your awareness to notice which parts of the body are starting to let go, which parts are starting to feel like they're lengthening bones away from each other, allowing all of those places between the bones, let's say the spine, to nourish and to become a little more filled. So filled with breath, filled with the fluids that keep these joints more lubricated. Great, so about 10 more breaths here, just breath by breath. And then the next few breaths, the last few breaths of just being here, we're going to let even the whole face relax. Letting the face feel like it can soften, letting the jaw relax, letting the eyes relax, letting everything relax. And take a moment just to record with your awareness, your inner awareness. What does it feel like right now to let yourself be supported? What was it feeling like before you did this grounding practice? And what does it feel like now? And is it a feeling that you like to revisit, that you like to get to choose to have? Great. Then take your time. Slowly you're going to transition. We're going to walk the hands back towards ourselves, and we'll take our props, whatever we might have been using, just off the mat. Great. And then we're going to come onto all fours. And nice and easy cat and cow. So just relaxing the shoulders. Again, deepening into the breath. You can let the feet relax. So inhale, we're going to round up through the heart. And exhale, drawing the shoulder blades towards the sky, letting the head just relax. And in your own time, inhaling to draw the heart up, exhaling to round the spine. We'll be here for about a minute, just one breath at a time again. Nice. And as much as you can allow yourself to let each breath be a full drawing in, filling the entire front body. And as you exhale, feel the entire back body really get invested in drawing up and away in the exhale. And a couple more like that. Then we're gonna draw the hips to the right, draw the ribs to the right, and just kind of stretch into the side body. And gently shift the weight back to center and draw the hips to the left and the ribs to the left. I'm gonna alternate side to side just for a little bit here. Side to side, feeling that gentle stretch into the hips. I'm trying to find a little buoyancy here so that it's not difficult. It's just exploring, breathing. And maybe, like me, a lot of parts of your body are actually making popping sounds right now. Just releasing. Let that happen. Feel more like that. Great. And then let's do some hip circles, just drawing the heart forward and then gently back. Make sure your breath is here with you. Move into the hip joint and around the hip joint. And then take it to the other side. Through the shoulders, through the hips. Nice, making it nice and easy. Great, and then from here, we're gonna walk our hands towards ourselves, and we're gonna take our hands behind the lower back. So we're on the knees here, the shins are on the mat, and you're just gonna draw your elbows back, relaxing the tops of the shoulders back. Great, and then gently, we're just gonna press the hips forward. We're gonna draw the belly button in, and we're gonna tuck the tailbone a little. Then keep the chin relaxed, keep the eyes soft and looking forward. And over maybe 5 more breaths, we're gonna let the heart gently draw forward and up and press the hips forward. So elbows are gonna draw back. If it feels nice to let the head kind of go back a little more, you can do that, but not so much more that you feel like you're not breathing well. So we'll hang out here for a few more breaths. Great. And then exhale, release. Hi, Daryl. So we're gonna step the right foot forward, and we're gonna take the hands onto the ground and draw the right hip back a little bit more. So just lengthening the front leg. Inhale, we're going to keep the heart a little more high for this one. And we're gonna keep walking the hands forward, lengthening the heart forward. Nice. And then deliberately, the inner right thigh, we're gonna draw down towards the earth. So it feels a little different because you're engaging a part that we tend to ignore here. And then right outer hip still gonna draw back. And over the next few breaths, soften the shoulders, and little by little, continue to walk the fingertips forward. So if you don't get dizzy here in forward bends, you can feel free to bring the forehead towards the shin, to bring the heart towards the shin. But we're not going to bring the forehead and sacrifice the rest of the body. So only if the front body is also going forward and downwards. Couple more breaths like that. Nice. And then a little bit different here. We're gonna walk the hands back. You're gonna just extend the right leg back. You need a little more room. So you're gonna extend your right leg back, and you're gonna press the ball of the right foot against the earth. So we're gonna stretch the right heel back, roll the shoulders back, draw the heart up, and draw the belly button in. Nice. The back of the right leg is fully lengthened, and you're doing that by drawing your right heel back. So it feels a little bit like you're stretching into the calf. Great. And then spread the hands. If it feels better to be on your fists, you can also do that. We can press the hands against the earth, and then we're gonna draw the left knee away from the earth. So just taking the left knee off the earth, roll the shoulders back, float that right hip higher, and draw the right heel back. Nice. Then we're gonna bring a twist in here. So left knee is gonna go towards the right wrist. And we're gonna just turn the body to the right a little bit more. Nice. And then if you don't like anything core related, just pretend this is not core. Couple more breaths there. Relax your shoulders, draw the heart up. When you exhale, you're gonna kick the left leg up to come into 3-legged downward dog. So you're gonna draw the left leg all the way up, pressing away through the left foot. Relax your shoulders here and press the heart towards the right leg. So we'll breathe into this. Nice. And then we're going to step the left foot forward towards the front of the mat, keeping the right leg where it is. Nice. And then right knee is going to come down onto the mat. Nice. Relax the shoulders again here. And we'll draw the hips back and start walking the left foot forward. We're gonna come into our hamstring stretch on this side. So inhale, we're gonna draw the heart up, relaxing the shoulders here. And then again, breath by breath, in your own time, working with whatever sensation you have in the leg and not kind of overstretching. So give it a little bit of time, just breathe into it. And then over time, little by little, melt the heart over the leg and kind of forward, even over the toes. And then only if it feels good, you're gonna let yourself bring the forehead, the heart towards the leg and full forward. But it'll be over the next however many breaths that you're gonna take here. So just breathing into this. Few more breaths here. We're going to deliberately soften the shoulders again, the back of the neck. Draw the left inner leg towards the earth and draw the left outer hip back a little more. Belly button towards the spine. Great, and then we're going to slide the left leg back and again tuck the left toes. You're going to draw your left heel back, so that you're lengthening into the entire back of the left leg. Relaxing our shoulders here, drawing the heart forward. It's very easy for us to get kind of concerned into the shoulders, but we're gonna deliberately tell the shoulders that they don't have to be overly concerned. Great, and then press down through your hands, draw your left heel back, and maybe we're gonna bring the right knee away from the earth. So we'll breathe into this together, relaxing our shoulders, just gently looking forward. And then if it feels all right, you're gonna take the right knee towards the left elbow. And then if you like, you're gonna twist a little bit more, turning your belly towards the left. Pressing against the earth, rolling the heart back, and just breathing into this together. Then we're gonna kick the right leg up and back, coming into three-legged downward dog. Extending away through the right leg, drawing belly button towards the spine, relaxing the shoulders, pressing the heart towards the left leg. Great, and then we're gonna step the right foot forward between the hands. Nice. Relaxing our shoulders here, we're gonna press down through the feet and inhaling. We'll draw the fingertips towards the sky and just relax the shoulders again, lunging forward. Great, we'll breathe into this together. Inhale, we'll draw the heart up, floating a little bit out of the hips, lengthening. When we exhale, we're gonna soften forward, reaching the arms back. And a few more like this. Inhale, we're gonna lengthen up, relax through the shoulders, drawing gently fingertips and the heart towards the sky, lunging forward. And then exhale, we're gonna fold. Shoulder blades are gonna gather together towards each other. Couple more like this. Inhale, drawing up. And exhale. Reaching back, shoulder blades drawn towards the hips. One more like this. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, shoulder blades towards each other. Great, we'll transition through downward dog. Both hands on the mat. We're gonna stack both the feet back. And the feet are wide apart. We're gonna draw the hips back. Nice, let go through the head, let the neck be nice and relaxed. And we'll bend the knees, draw the hips up and back. Take a couple more breaths like that, letting our breath move into the shoulders. Great, and then inhale, we're gonna draw the left leg up, lengthening, three-legged downward dog. And then left foot forward between the hands. Nice. And then make your lunge a stance that feels kind of doable for you. So if you need to bring the back leg in a little closer, feel free. Back knee can be on the mat if you like, doesn't matter. It's really what works for you today. And then again, inhale, press down through the feet. And we'll draw fingertips to the sky. Relax the shoulders, lengthen the heart up, draw the right heel back, and lunge through the left knee. Nice. And then exhale, fingertips gonna reach back. I'm gonna let ourselves fold forward a little bit more, rolling our shoulders back. And continuing like this, inhale, press down through the front foot, draw the heart up. And exhale. We're gonna gather the shoulder blades towards each other. Few more like this. Inhale, lots of length. Draw that breath all the way in. And exhale, shoulder blades, bottoms of the shoulder blades lengthen to the hips. Two more like this. Press down through your front foot. Inhale to draw up. And exhale. And last one. Inhale, we're gonna lengthen up. And exhale. Awesome. And then hands back towards the earth. We're going to step back into downward dog for a moment. Take a few breaths there. Bend the knees, draw the hips up and back. Relax the head and the neck. Great, and then we're gonna float the heart forward over the hands, rolling the shoulders back, drawing the heels back. Breathe here, float the heart a little more away from the earth. Then we're gonna soften the knees towards the earth, micro bend your elbows, rolling the shoulders back. Come into cobra, drawing the heart up. So rolling your shoulders back, gently drawing the heart up, making sure that the neck is not kind of tilted back too far. Keeping it kind of nice and relaxed in the back of the neck. Tops of the shoulders are going to soften a little deliberately here. Nice. Walk your hands forward just by a little bit. Yeah, make it a little easier to breathe. And then elbows are gonna bend again. Draw the heart up. We're gonna let ourselves just twist a little. So you're gonna look over the left shoulder as you breathe out. And then inhale to center, look over the right shoulder. Few more like this. Inhale to center, exhale, look over the left. And inhale to center, exhale, look over the right. One more time to each side. We'll come back through the center, exhale over the left. And inhale to center, exhale, over the right. Great. We're gonna take a moment in child's pose. So knees are wide apart. We'll draw the hips all the way back, stretch out the lower back, and just soften the forehead towards the earth. We'll take a few breaths here. Just let the heart soften and relax. Let the shoulders relax. And feel the entire breath, the entire in-breath and out-breath. Great. And then when you're ready, we're going to let ourselves come back to center. And from there, you're gonna step your right foot forward. So the left knee is on the mat, and we're gonna tuck the left toes. We're gonna walk the left hand a little more forward than usual. So instead of being right near the right foot, it's just gonna go forward and lengthen out a little bit more. Relax the shoulders here. Then we're gonna press down through the feet, and you're gonna turn and extend right fingertips towards the sky. And if you don't want to do a closed twist for any reason, you can always do an open twist. So right hand would be on the ground then, and left arm would be towards the sky. So again, just depends on how you're feeling today. So we're gonna breathe into this, a few more breaths like that, just letting the entire mid-back kind of twist and release. Great. And then we're gonna bring the fingertips back towards the earth. We're gonna float a little bit today, so we're gonna take the left foot away from the mat. Walk your right foot in a little bit more. Draw your right hip back, and we'll walk the hands forward. Nice. Keep the shoulders relaxed here. If you use yoga blocks, if you have some, you can feel free to take some under your hands if that's helpful here. We'll take a few more breaths like this, extending the left heel back, relaxing both the shoulders. Micro bend the right knee, draw the right hip back. Great, and then we're gonna take the right hand onto the right hip. Great, relax your shoulders, and then we're even gonna turn the heart a bit more towards the right. So you're in a twist, you're in a half moon twist, relax your shoulders, turn through the heart, and then if it feels okay here, you're even gonna take the right fingertips towards the sky. Nice, extending the left leg back, pressing down through the right, twisting through the heart. Take a few more breaths like that. The back leg can be lower if it feels better today, or you can bring it kind of parallel to the mat. Couple more breaths like that. Awesome. And then fingertips back against the earth. We're going to, let's step both the legs back for a moment. Take a break here in downward dog. Let go through the head, bend the knees, draw the belly towards the thighs. And we'll take 2 more breaths here. Exhale completely. Great, and then inhale, we're gonna draw the right leg all the way up, extending through the right leg, and we'll step the right foot forward between the hands. Nice, relaxing our shoulders here, front knee is bent, and then we're gonna walk the hands forward a little bit more than usual. Oh, I feel like we already did this leg. Sorry, switch legs, left leg forward, right leg back. Awesome. Okay, right hand is gonna come forward more. Relax the shoulders. Then we're going to twist. Left arm drawing back, twisting through the mid back. Draw the right heel back. And we'll breathe into this. So align the back of the neck. Align the entire spine from the back of the head all the way to your tailbone. Take a couple more breaths like that. Great, and then you're gonna face forward again, and we're going to take the right foot forward, and we're gonna come up higher again, extending the right leg back, drawing the heart forward. So breathe into this, try to draw the inner legs to lengthen, draw the heart forward. Then left hand comes onto the left hip, and we're gonna turn the heart towards the left. So breathe into this, drawing the belly towards the left, drawing the heart towards the left, and then if it feels nice, you're gonna extend your left fingertips towards the sky. Right leg is gonna extend back. And staying here for a few more breaths. Nice, very well done, everyone. The people that I can see. 2 more breaths there. I'm sure the people that I can't see are not in Shavasana and also doing this awesomely. Great, and then exhale. We're gonna take both hands back, step back into downward dog, and take a few breaths there. Bend your knees, draw your outer hips back, let the head go. Just take a couple of breaths. Great, and then we'll release the knees onto the earth. Great, and back with the right foot forward on the mat. Cool. It seems like things are everywhere. Okay, we're gonna draw the heart forward, relax the shoulders. Actually, let's keep it simple. Left hand is going to grab the right arm. Yeah. And then right hand is just gonna come onto the front thigh. Nice. Lunging into this, relax the shoulders, draw the heart up. We'll just take a few more breaths here. Breathe across the collarbones, across the top of the chest. Relax the right hip a little bit more. Great. And then we're simply switching sides. You're gonna step your left foot forward, right knee comes back onto the mat. Great, and we're just gonna take the right hand to hold your left arm. Nice. And then left hand onto the left thigh. And we're gonna let ourselves lunge forward, relax the shoulders. And again, deliberately, just bringing breath into the collarbones, into the belly. Shoulders are gonna relax back. And just notice what it's like to have your breath flow into the collarbones. Just notice if that's a feeling that feels new for you today. And notice if it feels nice to create opening there. Great. And then exhale, we're gonna release. Come back into child's pose, but child's pose twist this time. So we're gonna draw the hips back. Left arm is going to go across the mat. Left shoulder is on the mat. And right hand to your left hip. So just gonna hang out here and transition for about 10 breaths, just allowing the shoulder to relax, allowing the spine to relax, and allowing some of what you just did to integrate. Great, one breath at a time. Simply relaxing here. Beautiful. And then in your own time, we're gonna take this twist to the other side. So you're gonna come back to your center, and we'll take the right arm across the mat, right shoulder coming to the center. We'll draw the left arm up, left fingertips to the right hip. And just resting the right side of the head onto the earth. And just letting the hips relax back towards the heels. Nothing else to have to do. So for about 10 more breaths here, just allowing yourself to be here, one breath at a time. Great, and then in your own time, gently untwist. Just lengthen your fingertips forward, draw the hips back, take a couple more breaths in child's pose. Great, and then when you're ready, just start walking the hands back, bringing yourself back. Great, so we have the legs still in child's pose, the knees are wide apart, the toes are together, maybe. And we're going to take the hands back now. So for some of us, maybe it feels like leaning back here could feel like a deep stretch, maybe almost too deep. And then in that case, you can always take something behind you. So still the knees apart, hands behind you, either into support or against the support of the earth. Then we're gonna press down gently, rolling the shoulders back, and just draw the heart towards the sky. Great. So deliberately, you're gathering the outer hips towards each other, and you're pressing the shins against the earth, and you're pressing the hips not up to the sky as much as you're pressing them forward. Great. You can start turning the fingers so that the fingertips are pointed back, opening even more across the shoulders. And we're gonna roll the shoulders back. And again, if it feels nice to let the head relax back, doing that. If it feels nicer to keep it neutral and just look forward, doing that, we'll take a few more breaths like this. So breath by breath, drawing the hips forward. we'll sit the hips back onto the heels. Nice. And just relax for a moment. Just let yourself kind of come to neutral. And take a couple of breaths there. You're gonna do it one more time. So when you're ready, just taking your hands back, fingers are gonna be pointed back. Press the fingers against the earth or against whatever you might be using. Draw the hips up and forward. Draw the outer hips towards each other. Press the shins down and draw the heart up and forward. And then the head relaxing back or looking forward. Keep the eyes soft. And take a few more breaths there. See where you breathe to. Does it go to the mid section? Does it go a little lower towards the hips? And try to breathe all the way into the belly button. Great. And then gently letting yourself sit back onto the heels again. Beautiful. And again, we're going to remove whatever's on the mat for now, just to make space again. Now you're gonna tuck your toes and have the toes against the earth. And we're gonna have the soles of the feet, just pressing back. Great, hands onto your hips, roll your shoulders back. Then you're gonna let yourself kind of try to sit back towards the heels. So to wherever you can, just a bit more of a stretch into the soles of the feet. Then we're gonna reach the right arm up, bend the right elbow, and walk the right fingertips down the back. Left arm is going to also reach around, and we're going to try to reach the fingers towards each other. So it doesn't matter if they don't clasp. If they're not clasping, we can hold our shirts, or if you have your belt, you can use one. So whatever feels like a better support for you today, we're gonna breathe here. Nice. Breathe into the soles of the feet. Relax the shoulders deliberately. Keep the back of the neck neutral, deliberately. Nice. And you're even gonna lean a bit to your left now. So we're going to let the right ribs open up a little bit more here. Nice. Just keeping the face soft. Reach the right elbow back. Nice, and then gently return and just relax the arms and just take a moment. And if you feel like you don't want to be on your hips onto your heels anymore, you can switch how you're sitting, but we'll come to the other side. So we're gonna have the left arm up this time, and we're gonna walk the left fingertips down, reach the right hand towards the left, and then again, we'll try to let the hands meet, or we can hold onto the shirt, whatever works here. Roll the right shoulder back, draw the elbows away from each other, and then the left elbow is gonna reach in and higher. Right elbow is gonna reach down and towards your midline. Nice. And then keep your hips just right above the heels. Nice. And keep the crown of the head right above the tailbone. Great. And then in your own time, we're gonna start leaning towards the right side. Breathing into the side ribs. And just breath by breath. Nice. Just allowing the breath to move into the spaces between your ribs. Great, and then gently release. Nice. And then just let the shoulders kind of take a few rolls however you like. And the head too. Whatever feels like a nice rotation for the neck. So now I kept you onto this foot stretch for a little while. If you want to come out of it, feel free. Just releasing the feet. Nice. We'll transition through downward dog. So hands forward, tuck the toes, draw the hips back. Take a few more breaths there. Let the head go. Great, and then we're gonna walk the feet towards the hands. And inhale, we'll draw the heart forward. Bend the knees a little bit, and exhale, just let yourself drape over the legs. So we'll take a few more breaths like that, letting the feet press gently into the earth, letting the crown of the head lengthen towards the earth, letting the shoulders go. And let the weight of the body release through your feet into the earth. Then from there, we'll be rolling up through the vertebrae. So in your own time, press the feet into the earth, drawing the belly button in. We're going to start stacking the vertebrae to bring ourselves back to standing. Shoulders are going to roll back. Then last of all, letting the crown of the head align again over the tailbone. Cool. And then just take a moment there. Nice. And just feel even distribution of weight through the legs down to the feet. Nice. And then feel the crown of the head just relaxing over the tailbone. So they're in alignment. Great. And keeping all of that, we're gonna bring the feet a little closer together. And you're gonna bring your palms together in front of the heart, rolling the shoulders back. And we're gonna bend the knees, and we will bring the right ankle over the left thigh. Great, and then we're gonna sit into it, drawing our hips back. Nice. And then maybe we'll take eagle arms. So right elbow under the left. And we'll press the palms together. Just drawing the hips back, drawing the elbows forward. Shoulders are gonna draw back. Great, a few breaths like this. Maybe we're going to draw the elbows up. And when you exhale, maybe you'll draw the elbows towards the solar plexus and let yourself fold a bit more. So up to you whether you're going to make a little more movement here, if you want to be in stillness here. Just breathing like this. If you want to be in more stillness, maybe folding over the legs, elbows outside the knees. Great, and then in your own time, release the arms. Let yourself fold for a moment. And then we'll extend and come back. Come into a forward fold for a moment. Just even everything out. Feel both the feet against the earth. And again, in your own time, release through the feet. And then drawing belly button in, we're gonna stack. And bring ourselves back. Shoulders releasing back. Crown of the head arriving over the tailbone. Awesome. And we'll bring the feet closer together again. And then let's come to the other side. So this time, left ankle over the right thigh, bringing our palms together. And then again, we're just sitting into it. Beautiful. Feel free to stay here. This is a nice place to practice too. And then only if you want to. Left elbow under the right. And we'll intertwine the arms. Nice. Elbows are going to draw forward. Tops of the shoulders are going to draw back. Nice. And then we'll let ourselves sit into this. Great. And again, your choice. You can draw the elbows up and down with each breath. Or you can draw the elbows up and then kind of round your back with each breath if you want to. Great. And then if you would rather, again, come into stillness, you can also do that. Just folding forward, bringing the elbows outside the legs. And it doesn't matter if you're kind of falling out of balance, all good. Just keep practicing. It doesn't matter. It just helps us to open up the shoulders and the hips, so we're all getting the same benefits. Few more breaths like that. Let the back of the neck be neutral. And then again, when you release, you're gonna release fingertips towards the earth. Step the feet a little more apart, lengthen the spine forward. Let yourself fold. And then pressing down through the feet. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up. And exhale, palms to the heart. Beautiful. And then we'll face the front of the mat. Actually, let's come more towards the top end of your mat. And we'll transition back towards the earth. So inhale, we'll draw the heart up, relaxing the shoulders. And exhale, we'll fold. And inhale, we'll lengthen the spine halfway. Exhale, we'll step the feet all the way back. Bend the knees, draw the hips up, draw the hips back. And inhale, we'll bring the heart forward. Walk the feet back a little bit. And walk the feet together, draw the heart up. And exhale, knees towards the earth. We're gonna roll the heart up, coming into Cobra. Great, and then exhale, look over the left shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, look over the right shoulder. And then inhale, back to center. Come back through to downward dog. Inhale, let's bring the right leg up. Exhale, we'll bring the right knee outside the right wrist. We're gonna come into pigeon. So walk the left leg back. Relax the shoulders back, draw the heart up. And then kind of wriggle a bit. Let the hips kind of find their way to feel more even, the left side and the right side. So if today, and for me too, it feels like a little support would be nice under the right hip, feel free to do that. Relax the shoulders back, draw the heart up. And we'll simply breathe here. And then for you, if you want to come forward, you can feel free. You can bring yourself forward, either onto the forearms with your palms together. Relax the shoulders again, and we'll hang out here. Those of you who want to come into kind of sleeping pigeon, you can let yourself come all the way forward. Just melt the forehead onto the mat. Just breathe in pigeon, nothing else to have to do. And just breath by breath, start to kind of scan through the body and anywhere in the body that might be holding the shoulders, the neck. Time and again, just practicing, noticing where those unconscious places of tension are. And then you can choose to deliberately kind of soften there. So with your breath, one breath at a time, we'll take about 10 more breaths here. Great, and then to come out, take your time, start walking the hands back towards yourself. We're gonna transition through a three-legged downward dog, so just extend the right leg all the way back. Lengthen out through the right leg. Bend the right knee, open the front of the right hip, tilt the top of the right knee to the sky. Great, and then both feet back to the earth and just take a moment in neutral downward dog. We're gonna do the same to the left side. With the left side, extend the left leg all the way up. And then we'll bend the left knee, turn, open the left hip. We'll take the left knee to the outside of the left wrist and bring ourselves into pigeon on this side. Next, and we'll slide the right foot back, relaxing our shoulders here. Again, anything you want under the left hip, if that feels supportive, feel free to do that. And we'll make our choices here. We could come onto the forearms and just relax. Keep the eyes soft and look forward. You could also slide forward more, forehead melting towards the earth, sleeping pigeon. And again, whatever is a place where you feel like you can relax and breathe into the hips, just choosing that. We'll take about 10 breaths there, just one breath at a time. And again, using your awareness to scan and deliberately soften where you can. Great, and then again in your own time, from wherever you are, walk your hands back towards yourself. We'll transition, tuck the right toes, slide the left leg up and back. And just one last time, bend the left knee, open up through the left hip. Then we'll bring both the feet back. Take your feet a little wider to the sides of your mat. Walk the hands towards yourself. Draw the hips up and back. Take a few more breaths there. Just let the spine lengthen. Let the neck relax. Great. And then we'll bring the knees back onto the mat. Just come back to a seat. Perfect. And in your own time, you'll be transitioning to Shavasana. So finding whatever you might want for your props here. Maybe something under the knees, maybe something over the body or behind the head. And especially if you tend to have any kind of neck issues, treat yourself to really having something that fits right into the arch of the small kind of curve that's behind your neck. And then coming into Shavasana in your own time. Letting yourself rest the entire back body against the earth, snuggling the back body into the support of the earth. And closing the eyes, letting each arm relax against the earth. Letting each leg relax against the earth. Letting the back of the head relax against the earth. And letting the face relax, the lips, the jaw. And at this moment, your breath is just really primed to be free. So just allowing it to flow in and out of the body. Nothing else to have to do. Simply rest. Simply breathe in Shavasana. And gently deepening your breath. Smooth, deep breaths into the body. Feeling the breath, the prana, circulate throughout the body. Feeling relaxed and complete, just as you are. In your own time, starting to make your way towards your right side. And transitioning from your side to any comfortable seat. We'll meet with our eyes closed, hands resting on the heart. And we'll chant Om to seal our practice and to ripple out its benefits into the world. So taking a breath in together. Letting the palms meet, bowing towards our hearts and each other. Namaste.